ashes in my pocket from everything I used to hold. They don't burn, they don't soften, just quiet dust and something cold. The wind don't care where I've been, it just moves through my skin. And every step I try to take feels like something starts to break. I used to carry photographs folded up in worn-out maps, places where I thought I'd stay or got lost along the way. Now all I got is fragments then of where I was or where I've been. Every memory turned to gray, like it couldn't live that way. The roads don't end, they just decay, like they forget what they should say. And every mile I leave behind still clings somewhere inside my mind. I shake my coat, I clear my hair, but nothing here will understand that everything I tried to keep just turned to dust I cannot leave. I got ashes in my pocket tonight from every wrong I tried to right. No flame left, no fire to start, just pieces of a broken heart. Oh, I tried to let them go, but they follow where I go, and every breath I try to take feels like something starts to break. The town I left don't look the same, like even walls forgotten my name. The doorways lean, the windows stare, like they remember I was there. I trace my steps in faded dirt, like I can measure every hurt, but nothing here can bring me back from the pieces I still lack. The sky turns low, the color fades, like it's ashamed of what it made. And every shadow on the ground feels like it knows what I've found. I try to speak, but nothing comes, just echoes of what I've done. And everything I try to hide turns into ashes I can't hide. I got ashes in my pocket tonight from every wrong I tried to right. No flame left, no fire to start, just pieces of a broken heart. Oh, I tried to let them go, but they follow where I go, and every breath I try to take feels like something starts to break. Along the road where all my silence used to go, but even dust remembers names of everything I can't reclaim. The wind just scatters what I give, like it don't care that I still live. And in the swirl I swear I see the man I used to try to be. But he don't speak, he don't return, just fades the way old embers burn, until I'm left with nothing left but quiet pieces of regret. It ain't the fire that leaves the stain, it's what survives inside the rain. Every ending, every start leaves ashes buried in the heart, and nothing truly disappears, it just reshapes into the years, until you learn to understand you're holding dust within your head. stays cold, and everything I tried to hold just settles deep where no one sees, in ashes, in my memories. The sky hung low like a bruise too wide, no stars to keep the dark inside, just silence stretched across the land like something waiting hand in hand. The air was dry, the wind stood still, like it was waiting for a will. The streetlights flickered one by one, like they were watching what I'd done. No comfort left in yellow glow, just shapes that moved too slow. The town was quiet, doors locked tight, like even walls had learned the fright. And every shadow on the ground seemed to be breathing without sound. The dolls went missing from their chains, the rivers pulled back all their stains. And in that hush I understood something was awakening in the wood. The night leaned in, it held its breath like it was starving for what's left. And every heartbeat in my chest felt like it might confess. The night was thirsty for blood that day, and there was nothing in its way. No mercy left, no light to save, just hunger carved into the grave. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but the dark had opened wide. And every step I tried to flee still called the night back after me. Trees bend low without a wind, like they remembered where it's been. A whisper crawled across the dirt, like something learning how to hurt. The fences broke without a sound, as if the ground itself unbound. And every moment passing through felt like it already knew. I saw the sky begin to lean, too close, too heavy, too obscene, like it was lowering its face to drink from every empty place. The world went still, the edge grew thin, like something wicked lived within. And every breath I tried to keep just sank into the deep. The night was thirsty for blood again that night. No angels left within its sight, no holy shield, no saving hand, just hunger spreading through the land. Oh, I tried to scream, I tried to pray, but sound was taken away. And every path I tried to leave just fed what won't reprieve. The ground itself began to shift, like something underneath would lift. Not beast, not ghost, not living thing, just absence wearing everything. And in that moment, cold and slow, I felt what I was meant to know, that hunger doesn't need a face, it only needs a place. The night don't kill, it only takes the line where something breaks. And every truth I tried to bend became the means of my end. It ain't the dark, it ain't the fear, it's everything that gathers here. Every silence left unspun still hungers for someone. The nights don't sleep or feel or cry, they just consume what passes by, till everything you thought was good becomes the thirst in the wood. The night was thirsty for blood in me, and I don't think I'm still free. No dawn to break, no light to save, just hunger digging through the grave. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but the night was on my side. And every breath I try to claim still whispers in my name. Hey! Now I don't stand beneath the sky, I let the darkness pass me by. No end to find, no truth to keep, just something that refuses sleep. And if you ever hear that sound of silence pulling all around, don't stay too still, don't look too long, or you'll become the night's next song. The wind returns, but not the same. It carries something without name. and I remain where shadows bud, from night still thirsty for blood. There's a well out back where the rope's long gone, just a circle of stone that the dark leans on. No one draws from it, no one dares, but you hear it breathe when the night air stares. I was told as a child, don't look inside, don't lean too close, don't test your pride. But the deeper the warning, the more it pulls, like a truth buried down where the silence rules. And I felt it shift when I crossed that line, like the dark below had a voice like mine. The well still echoes when I call my name, through the hollow dark and the buried shame. Every word comes back just a little wrong, like it's been down there for far too long. Hear it whisper low from the endless deep, where the things we hide never really sleep. I don't turn, I don't yell, I just listen to the voice in the well. There's a bucket chain rusted to the side, with a stain that never quite dried. I don't recall what it held before, just the sound it made when it hit that floor. There were marks in the stone, like someone climbed or tried to escape what they left behind. And I swear I saw fingers etched in place, like they slipped back down without a trace. And the air went still when I leaned in close, like it knew exactly what I'd expose. When I call my name, through the hollow dark and the buried shame. Every word comes back just a little wrong, like it's been down there for far too long. Hear it whisper low from the endless deep, where the things we hide never really sleep. I don't turn, I don't yell, I just listen to the voice in the well. There's a story told about a man who fell, said he screamed for hours from that same old well. But no one came and the sound just died, or maybe it changed or multiplied. I dropped a stone just to hear it land, but it never hit, it never slammed. Just a breath came back, slow and pale, saying words I knew a little too well. The voice grew clear as it called me near, not from below, but right here. I tried to step back, but my feet stood still, like I'd already given in to the will. Every heartbeat matched that hollow sound, like my pulse belonged to the ground. Then I heard it speak without delay. You didn't come here, you were led this way. Now I walk that field where the well still waits, with a silent pull I can't escape. I see others come with that same lost stare, drawn in by something they're not aware. And I try to warn, but no words come out, just a broken breath wrapped in doubt. Guess I'm part of what calls him near, just another echo they'll soon hear. The well still echoes, but now it's me and the voice they hear when they lean to see. Every word I speak pulls them down to the hollow dark beneath the ground. Hear me whisper, Lord, just take a look, like the lie I once mistook. I don't leave, I don't dwell, I just become the voice in the well. Just repeats every soul it drags beneath its deep. Every scream just turns to guide for the next one standing at the side. If there's mercy, it don't reach down to sound. I don't live, I don't tell, I just echo on inside the well. So if you find that circle of stone one day, and you hear your name in a distant way, don't lean close, don't try to tell if it's real or just a spell. 'Cause once it speaks, you'll break that shell, and you won't leave, you'll just become another voice inside the well. So if you find that circle of stone one day, and you hear your name in a distant way, don't lean close, don't try to tell if it's real or just a spell. 'Cause once it speaks, you'll break that shell, and you won't leave, you'll just become another voice inside the well. Don't lean close, don't try to tell if it's real or just a spell. There's a well out back where the rope's long gone, just a circle of stone that the dark leans on. No one draws from it, no one dares, but you hear it breathe when the night air stares. I was told as a child, don't look inside, don't lean too close, don't test your pride. But the deeper the warning, the more it pulls, like a truth buried down where the silence rules. And I felt it shift when I crossed that line, like the dark below had a voice like mine. There's a stretch of land where the corn grows tall, but the rows ain't straight, and they lean and crawl like they're reaching out with 1,000 hands to pull you under where the dirt expands. I was warned real young, don't walk that way, don't go out there when the sky turns gray. But the silence called like it knew my name, and I stepped right in, never left the same. And the stalks closed tight when I moved too deep, like the field itself didn't want me to leave. The cornfields whisper back at night through the brittle leaves and the dying light. Every step I take, they shift and bend like they're guiding me to a hidden end. Hear them murmur low what I tried to hide, all the things I buried deep inside. I don't run, I don't turn, I just listen to the rose that burn. There's a scarecrow tied to a crooked post with a hollow face and a tattered coat, but I swear it moved when I passed it by. Turned its head just enough to deny. And the deeper I went, the less I knew if the sky above was even true. 'Cause the light got thin and the air turned stale, like I crossed a line I could never tread. And the wind died out when I tried to shout, like the field itself had drowned it out. The cornfields whisper back at night through the brittle leaves and the dying light. Every step I take, they shift and bend like they're guiding me to a hidden end. Hear them murmur low what I tried to hide, all the things I buried deep inside. I don't run, I don't turn, I just listen to the rose that burn. There's a clearing deep where the ground dips low, where the corn won't grow and the shadows flow. I found something there I can't explain, just a shape pressed flat in the hardened grain, like a body once lay where the roots now twist, like a memory trying to still exist. And I felt that pull in my chest again, like the field remembered where I'd been. And the stalks began to hum my name, like 1,000 mouths with a single aim. Every whisper grew till it filled my head with the words I feared but never said. I tried to run, but the roads rearranged. Every path I took just felt the same, till I saw myself through the yellow leaves, standing still, staring back at me. And the voice came soft through the rustling grain: you planted this, now you remain. Now I walk those roads when the sun dips low, with a hollow face that I don't quite know. I see new footsteps break the line from another fool, just like I was in time. And I try to warn, but the field speaks first, with a sweeter tone and a deeper thirst. And they walk right in, like I once did, chasing something they should have hid. The cornfields whisper now, it's me, and every sound that they let you see. Every lie I told grows in these rows, every truth I killed still breathes below. Hear me call you close through the brittle air, like a ghost that's always there. I don't leave, I don't learn, I just fade in the rose that burn. Fields whisper, they never forget. Every seed you plant grows into regret. Every step you take feeds the ground till you're just another hidden sound. If there's mercy, it don't grow here, just a harvest made of fear. I don't live, I remain, just a voice in the endless grain. So if you see those fields stretch wide and the rows look wrong from the other side, don't step in, don't cross that line. 'Cause once you do, you won't unwind. And when it calls, don't say your name, or you'll be lost in the whisper of the grain. pull out past the crooked trees, where the air stands still and the shadows breathe. No cross out front, just a splintered frame in a rusted bell with no tongue to name. I was led there once by a voice I knew, sounded soft like truth, but it cut right through. Said, step inside, lay your burdens down, but the door slammed shut without a sound, and the light went dead like it feared that place, left me staring at my own face. The bell never rings, but it calls me still from the hollow dark of that broken hill. Every prayer I speak just fades away like it never had a word to say. Hear the silence crawl through the rotting beams like it feeds on faith and forgotten dreams. I don't kneel, I don't confess, just drown in a truth I can't address. There's a pew with a name carved deep in the wood. I traced it slow like I knew I should. Every letter cut with a shaking hand, like the truth was more than it could withstand. There was wax on the floor from a melted plea, like someone begged not to be what I'd be. And the walls leaned close when I spoke out loud, like they carried the weight of a buried crowd. And the air grew thick when I tried to pray, like the words themselves just slipped away. The bell never rings, but it calls me still from the hollow dark of that broken hill. Every prayer I speak just fades away like it never had a word to say. Hear the silence crawl through the rotting beams like it feeds on faith and forgotten dreams. I don't kneel, I don't confess, just drown in a truth I can't address. There's a figure there by the altar rail with a crooked spine and a face gone pale. He said, I've been here since I lost my way, since the bell went silent that final day. I said, why don't you leave this place? He just smiled with a hollow face, said, you don't walk out once you come to see. Then he slowly turned and he looked like me, and my heart beat slow like it knew that truth, like the past and present had split in two. Every breath I took felt borrowed and thin, like I never really made it in. I climbed the steps to the altar stone with a weight in my chest I had always known. Put my hands where the others bled, felt a pulse run cold through the words unsaid, and the silence screamed without a sound as the walls began to close around. Now I sit in that pew where my name was carved, with a faith long dead and a soul half starved. I hear footsteps come, but no one's there, just the echo of a whispered prayer. And I see new faces drift inside with that same lost look they try to hide. But I don't speak, I just watch them kneel, and I wonder if this is how they'll feel. The bell never rings, but it calls us all to the quiet place where the faithful fall. Every word we trust turns to dust in time, in a house that feeds on the lost and blind. Hear it breathe through the cracks in stone, like it's claiming hearts it is always owned. We don't leave, we don't confess, just become what we can't suppress. The bell never rings, it just lets you stay in the space where belief starts to decay. Every doubt you hide comes crawling through, till there's nothing left that you thought you knew. If there's God, He don't hear this place, left us locked in a cold embrace. We don't rise, we descend to the sound of a bell that will never
silence call your name from a broken hill wrapped in ash and shame. Don't step close, don't cross that line, 'cause the moment you do, it becomes your shrine. And you won't hear bells or a voice or a plea, just the sound of nothing where you used to be. In a chapel still, where no soul sings, and the silence tolls, where the bell never rings.
Someone's room. There's a dress that never changes, even when the years move on. Just a fabric holding memory of what should have been gone. And the air don't treat it lightly, like it knows what it has seen. It just folds around the silence like it's part of what it means. She stands where light feels distant, not refusing, not retreat. Just a presence in the doorway where the past and present meet. There's no speech to mark the meaning, no announcement in the air. Just the weight of something certain that refuses to repair. Every step she takes is slower, like it knows what comes ahead. Like the ground remembers gently what was never fully dead. No name to call, no line to cross, just something time refuses loss. And every breath she tries to keep feels like it's already deep. The widow wore black again tonight. No wrong name, no clear right. Just something coming back in waves and never learned to stay away. Oh, she stood still, she didn't speak. Let the silence turn and leak. And every moment she relives is something she still has to give. The world keeps moving past her like it doesn't understand that some endings don't dissolve, they just linger where they stand. There's no comfort in the structure, no relief in what remains, just the repetition of a feeling that refuses to change names. She holds nothing in her hands now, but it feels like something's there. Like absence has its own dimension that still follows through the air. No truth to fix, no past to mend, just something that won't ever end. And every step she tries to take feels like it's already fate. The widow wore black again, I see. It was never just history. No matter how she tried to hide, it stayed alive inside her eyes. Oh, she turned, she didn't run. Let the memory come undone. And every loss she thought was past still found a way to hold her fast. Now she moves without resistance, letting sorrow set its pace. There's no argument remaining, no escaping what she faces. And it isn't punishment speaking, it's just time refusing break. Like it learned to keep returning to the shape it couldn't shake. And in that quiet realization, with no resistance left to try, she stops calling it an ending and lets it occupy. It ain't the grief that makes it stay, it's every time it comes again. Every memory left unsealed finds a way to reappear and kneel. And widows don't just wear the black, they wear the moments coming back. So every love she thought was done still rises with the morning sun.
never stayed.
There's a road that never turns back, just stretches into heat, where the signs all fade to silence and the air don't feel as sweet. And it don't look like damnation, not at first, not to the eye, just a long and steady lowering of everything you thought was high. I left before the morning, no goodbye, no reason clear, just a weight I couldn't name yet, pulling everything down here. Every mile felt slightly heavier, like it knew where I would go, like the road had been expecting what I didn't want to know. There's no point where it begins wrong, no line that I can trace, just the slow and quiet learning of a different kind of place. No voice to guide, no hand to hold, just something settling in the cold. And every breath I try to take feels like it's already late. I'm the southbound sinner on this road tonight, no wrong declared, no clear right, just something pulling me along, like I was here all along. Oh, I tried to turn around, but the silence made no sound, and every step I thought was mine was just the road redefined. The sky don't change in warning, it just dims without a sign, like it knows I'm not returning to anything I left behind. Every town looks slightly older, like it's been waiting in its place, not to greet me, not to stop me, just to recognize my face. I ask directions to nowhere, but they answer like they know, not with words, but with the distance that confirms I have to go. No truth to fight, no past to claim, just something learning my new name. And every step I try to leave feels like it's built into me. I'm the southbound sinner, I can see it was never separate from me. No matter how I tried to hide, it stayed right by my side. Oh, I turned, I tried to flee, but the road kept carrying me. And every mile I thought was lost was just the shape of what it costs. Now I don't fight the motion, let it take what it will take. There's no line left to defend now, no version I can remake. And it isn't punishment waiting, it's just gravity in time, like a truth that keeps on lowering without ever crossing crime. And in that quiet understanding, with no resistance left to try, I stop asking for a reason and let the South reply. It ain't a place that makes you fall, it's what you carry through. The radio hissed in fading light, like it couldn't decide on right or night. Static curl like smoke and wrong, and then it played my favorite song. But something in it wasn't mine, it carried someone else's time. I swear I left it long ago, a tune on things I never named, and places memory never came. But there it was, too clean, too clear, like it had learned to appear from somewhere deeper than the past, like it was never meant to last. The rhythm bent in subtle ways, like it was studying my gaze, and every note that filled the air felt like someone listening there. The room got still, the shadows leaned like they had all already seen, and every breath I tried to keep just fell into something deep. The devil learned my favorite song somehow, and he's singing it right now. No wrong or right, just something wrong inside my favorite song. On the other side, it wasn't played on any dial, no human hand, no radio mile, just air itself beginning to hum, like something finally had become. The melody bent out of shape, like it had learned how to escape the meaning I once gave it then, and turned it back again. And in that sound I swear I knew it wasn't just about me too. It carried voices in the grain that sounded just like pain. The walls absorbed it line by line, like they had memorized the rhyme, and every note I thought I owned had found a darker tone. The devil learned my favorite song too well, and it fits him just as well. No holy tune, no saving wrong, just my own favorite song. Oh, I tried to stop it, tried to run, but it was already done, and every chorus I denied still lives beneath the sky. Every time I hear that sound, it feels like something spinning round, not outside me, not apart, but somewhere buried in my heart. Like music isn't just a thing, but something darker it can bring when it learns your name, your pace, and takes your private place. And I don't know if I composed the part it loves the most, or if it always knew the way to make me hear it play. It ain't the tune, it ain't the chord, it's everything you can't ignore. Every sound you try to shun still gets inside your blood, and songs don't always stay benign. Sometimes they cross the line till everything you thought was yours belongs to something more. The devil learned my favorite song from me, and I don't think I'm still free. No end in sight, no place to run, just music I've become. Oh, I tried to silence it, tried to stay, but it plays on anyway, and every breath I try to keep still hums inside my sleep. Now I don't listen, I don't pretend, I let the melody descend. No start, no stop, no final line, just something that is mine. And if you ever hear that sound, where something feels too tightly wound, don't sing along, don't let it in, or it will learn you to again. The radio's gone, the night runs long, but still I hear that same old song, and I remain where echoes belong, with the devil who learned my song. There was no flame, no sudden moment, no voice to seal the cost, just a silence in the timing where something subtle got lost. And the air didn't feel different, not at first, not right away. Just a little less like mine now, in a way I can't replay. It started with a small decision, something easy to ignore. Just a choice I told myself was nothing I hadn't done before. No signature, no binding, no contract I could read. Just a feeling something answered before I knew I'd agreed. There was nothing in the offering that suggested what it meant, just the sense that I was choosing what I hadn't fully spent. No line to cross, no voice to warn, just something changing form. And every breath I thought was mine felt slightly redefined. It was a night I sold my soul tonight. No fire, no wrong or right, just something slipping out of place that I can now retrace. So I thought it would feel like loss, like a moment, like a cost. But every step I take from them feels like it's not fully me again. The world kept moving like it always, nothing broke, nothing changed. But the distance in my reflection feels a little rearranged. There's no sound that marks the moment, no echo I can hear, just the quiet understanding that something else is steering near. I try to call it back in thought, try to reverse the line, but the silence only answers that it's no longer mine. No truth to fight, no debt to show, just something I already know. And every time I try to stand, feels like it's under different hands. It was the night I sold my soul. I see it was never just for free. No matter how I try to lie, it stayed alive inside. Oh, I turned, I tried to run, but the separation never comes. And every breath I thought I took belongs to something I mistook. Now I walk without resistance, let it move the way it will. There's no border left between us, no place to stand still. And it isn't something watching, it's just something that remains, like a version of me speaking with a slightly different name. And in that quiet recognition, with no reclaim left to try, I stop searching for returning and let it occupy. It ain't a deal you sign in ink, it's what you slowly start to think. Every choice you justify becomes the self you can't deny. And souls don't vanish in a break, they shift with every path you take. So every step you thought was free was already part of me. It was the night, and now I know it never really lets you go. No matter how I tried to be, it was always in
was mine was already redefined. Now there's no clear separation between what's lost and what remains, just a quiet integration I can no longer explain. And if you ever feel a moment where you don't feel fully whole, don't assume you've been taken. It might be the shape of your soul.
There's a sound in the absence of sound, like something is crawling around. Not loud, not near, but always there, hanging heavy in the air. The world looks still, but it's not asleep. It's holding secrets it won't keep. And every breath I try to take feels like a memory about to break. I woke up in a room too still, like time forgot how to feel. No ticking clock, no distant car, just silence stretched too far. The walls were pale, the light was thin, like the dark was leaking in. And every corner, every space looked like it remembered my face. I called out once, then twice again, but my voice came back in fragments then, like I didn't want to leave the room, like it feared what waits in the gloom. And in that stillness something grew, not seen, not touched, but breaking through. A weight that pressed against my skin, like silence learning how to win. There's a haunted silence in my mind, where nothing speaks but leaves behind the echoes of what used to be, still whispering inside of me. Oh, I run, but it follows slow, where no one else will ever go. And every word I try to say just gets swallowed away. The hallway stretched like endless breath between the living and the death. No footsteps made, no doors were closed, just stillness that nobody knows. A mirror hung but showed no sound, just shifting dark that spun around. And in its depth I almost saw a shape that wasn't there at all. The lights flickered without a cause, like something pressed invisible laws. And I could feel it standing near, without a body, without fear. The air got tight, the room went cold, like silence finally took control. And everything I tried to hold just turned to something growing old. It's a haunted silence in my mind, where nothing speaks but leaves behind the echoes of what used to be, still whispering inside of me. Oh, I run, but it follows slow, where no one else will ever go. And every word I try to say just gets swallowed away. I walked outside, but it was the same. The world forgot how to change its frame. The trees stood still, the wind stood down, like even motion lost its crown. A distant bell rang once, then died, like it was strangled deep inside. And in that pause between the tone, I felt more lost than ever known. Something brushed me soft and light, but nothing stood within my sight. And I knew then without a doubt, the silence lets the haunted out. It's not the dark that haunts me now, it's what the silence allows. The things I can't describe or see that live inside what's left of me. And maybe I was never loud, just part of this forgotten crowd, where even thoughts begin to fade into the silence that they made. It's a haunted silence in my mind, where nothing speaks but leaves behind the echoes of what used to be, still whispering inside of me. Oh, I run but it follows slow, where no one else will ever go. And now I know I can't escape. The silence has already made its shape. Now I sit where nothing moves, no time to break, no sound to prove that anything was ever real, or just a memory I feel. And if you listen close at night, between the dark and fading light, you might just hear what I became. A silence that still knows my name. No scream, no cry, no final sound, just haunted silence all around. And I am part of what it knows, a quiet place where nothing goes. The porch lies dead, the door won't creak, dust on the floor where love used to sleep. I called your name into the air, but silence answered cold and bare. A photograph still on the wall, two smiling faces before the fall. I traced your shadow on the floor, but it don't belong here anymore. The road took years out of my bones. I carried hope like broken stones. No one waited when I came home. The phone rang once in the dead of night, a hollow tone with no living light, no number shown, no name to see, just static breathing back at me. The wind was still, the house went cold, like something ancient had taken hold. And from somewhere beneath the floor came a sound like I'd heard before. I almost didn't pick it up, but curiosity is a bitter cup. So I pressed it close to my ear and heard a voice that shouldn't be here. It spoke my name like a rusted prayer, like it had always been waiting there. Said, you remember what you did that night? And suddenly the room lost its light. The mirror cracked without a sound, and shadows gathered all around, like the past had risen from the ground and finally learned how to be found. I said, who is this? What do you want? But the silence answered with something blunt, a breathing slow, a hollow tone, like the grave had found my phone. It's a call from the grave I can't hang up, like fate itself filling a broken cup.
like the world had been waiting too long. Streetlights flickered like dying eyes, blinking through familiar lies. Every step on the empty road carried the weight of a heavy coat, like something followed just out of sight, breathing behind the edge of night. Then the phone rang again in my hand, like it knew I'd finally understand. And the voice said, "Look, you're not alone," as the dirt began to feel like bone. I passed the church where I used to pray, but the cross had turned the other way. And the bells rang once without a hand, like the dead were making a stand. It's a call from the grave I can't hang up, like fate itself filling a broken cup. Every ring pulls me further down to the place where the lost get found. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but the dead don't sleep on the other side. And every word that the darkness gave was a voice from a shallow grave. I saw a shadow in the pouring rain, wearing my face like it knew my pain. It stood by the roadside, still and cold, like it had stories it never told. It raised a hand and the phone went dead, but the silence screamed inside my head. And the ground beneath me started to call, like something was waiting beneath it all. I knelt down slow to the soaked up earth, wondering what my silence was worth. And the soil whispered back my name, like it had always known my shame. And then I saw it clear as glass, every mistake that I let pass was carved in stone beneath my feet, where memory and the graveyard meet. The call wasn't a voice at all, it was the echo of my own downfall, coming back through the endless night to collect what I thought I'd left behind. No one waited when I came home. The phone rang once in the dead of night, a hollow tone with no living light, no number shown, no name.
The shovel bit into the night, under a sky without a light. No thunder spoke, no wind would stay, just dirt that didn't ask me why or what I'd say. The ground was soft like it agreed with everything I'd come to need. I didn't plan it line by line, it just unfolded out of time, like something waiting in my hands, beyond all moral plans. One grave for what I had become, one for what I thought I'd done. And every clump that hit the ground made a hollow kind of sound. No names were carved, no prayers were said, just echoes of what lay ahead. And every breath I tried to keep felt like it learned to weep. The earth don't judge, it just receives whatever silence it believes. And every truth I couldn't stay got buried there that day. feels like something breaks. The first was cold, the second wide, like they had room for what I tried to split between my guilt and fear. But both of me were here. The wind came through but didn't speak, like it had nothing left to seek. And every star above my head felt like it understood what bled. A shovel dropped to final sound, like closure never truly found. And in that moment, slow and gray, I turned and walked away. The night don't care what's left behind, it only knows what's redefined. And every step I take in stride still carries what I hide. I dug two graves and walked away from me, while my truth and longed to be free. No final words, no last goodbye, just dirt beneath the hollow sky. I tried to stay, I tried to run, but the digging had already been done. And every breath I can't undo still lives inside what I went through. I never turned to check behind what shape those holes had left aligned, but I still feel them every day, like something that won't decay. Not ghosts, not bones, not anything, just weight that shadows seem to bring. A quiet pool beneath my skin, where endings never end within. The road ahead was long and bare, but part of me stayed buried there. And every step I ever made still knew the price I paid. It ain't the dirt, it ain't the night, it's everything we set to right. Every version we deny still waits beneath the sky. And some graves don't hold just the dead, they hold the thoughts we never said. Till everything we walk away still follows every day. I dug two graves and walked away in time, but neither one was truly mine. No clean escape, no truth to keep, just echoes buried deep. Oh, I tried to leave, I tried to flee, but both still walk inside of me. And every breath I try to take still shakes what I can't break. Now I don't dig, I don't return, I let those silent memories burn. No past to fix, no truth to claim, just ashes calling out my name. And if you ever find that place where earth remembers every face, don't stay too long, don't look too deep, or you'll find what you still keep. The wind moves on, the night runs gray, but something never went away. And I remain where shadows stay, where I dug two graves and walked